Welcome to Perfume Passion. I haven't been putting up any videos for a while. I've been considering, maybe just sticking to the Swedish market. There's no real Swedish perfume reviewer. And I've just kind of had fun, posting in my own local perfume group for the Nordic countries. But I just got such a nice comment from someone. She said she'd binged watched all my videos, and that kind of gave me a little more motivation. Today, I've actually done something really unusual. I've worn like the same fragrance all day. Someone asked me, do you have any ideas about the house of Hermes? The French house that is famous for scarves and jewelry and things like that. And I really don't, I haven't really, I'm kind of new as a fragrance, a frag head. So I decided to give it a go. And we have kind of a luxury department store downtown where you have to kind of like, you have to stand in line to get into the Hermes shop. And there's like almost like a bouncer outside that'll like let you in. They have this little rope, and you can only go in if like a salesperson actually helps you personally. You can't just go in and browse around. And I really don't need any help in a perfumery. I want good service, and I appreciate service, but if there's no one there to help me, I can manage on my own for a while. And I was kind of stressed out by the fact that people were actually waiting outside the shop to get in because I really wasn't ready. I like to spend time at a counter, and I wanted to go through the exclusives. They're called Hermès or something like that. They're all EDTs, but they're kind of like the more expensive line. They only have them in the special shops. I ended up going to another department store and checking out their selection of fragrances that are more available. This is one that I really found that I like a lot. It's called 24 Faubourg. It's an address. It's the address of their flagship store in Paris, 24 Faubourg. It's an address. And the bottle itself is kind of like, it's supposed to kind of illustrate the way their scarves kind of flow as you move around. I've never really been attracted to their stuff. I've never really wanted a scarf from there. I don't like that style. And I don't like their jewelry that much either. They have these kind of really stiff bracelets that you kind of click in place, different colors with gold. I'm not sure if they're real gold or not, or if they're just kind of like expensive costume jewelry. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, so I guess I just kind of missed Hermes as a house, and I haven't, explored it at all, hardly. I like Twilly. I have a mini of that, and I really like it. It's, very floral, and it has a nice little twist of ginger. I'm just kind of getting acquainted with that one. But this one, I love this one. This is just like, it brings me back to my childhood, or my years as a young adult. And it reminds me a little bit, like the opening is wonderful. It's actually, I think, better than my old favorite private collection from Estée Lauder, which is very green and very floral, it's kind of like loud in the beginning. And so is this one. It's kind of like a bouquet of flowers where you can't quite pinpoint each one. But it does have, for example, elderflower, which I find interesting. It grows very much here in Scandinavia, and you make you make drinks from it, like a sweet drink. You can get soda, like elderflower soda, and that kind of thing. And it's like just a very Swedish kind of fragrance that I've grown up with. I like that a lot. I can't pinpoint it in this one, but the opening is just so bright and green, and it has a tad of fruitiness. It has orange and peach in the top, and then among the different flowers is like gardenia, which is a favorite of mine. Iris, I love iris. Orange flower, just jasmine, but not too much. And then it kind of when it kind of dries down, you get more of the like vanilla and ambery notes, and it also has some patchouli. But it's kind of 90s. It first came out in the 90s, like 95, I think, or something, and a perfumer had created this. And then when they reformulated it, it's a different perfumer now for this later version. I think his name is Maurice something. So it's not their like house perfumer, Jean-Claude Elena, but I'm really curious about checking into his work because I've heard a lot about it, that he's good. Oh boy, this one is it's just beautiful. You know, I've been wearing it in the car. I've just worn it all day. And I believe that the car is like the perfect place to really enjoy your perfume because the smell keeps bouncing back instead of just kind of disappearing out into nowhere. So, and I mean, I wear perfume for my own sake. I don't, you know, I don't wear it to impress other people. I mean, I do like to get a compliment. I mean, I prefer that than not to get a compliment, but that's not the reason. Even when I've been working from home, I always wear, you know, I splurge, and I never like try to save a perfume or, you know, I'm saving these drops for any special occasion. I just believe in today's just an ordinary Tuesday, and I wear my best stuff. I don't care. Life is too short, and there's just too little skin and too few hours of life to like not take advantage of it, of these, you know, minutes and wear something beautiful. And this, I believe, is a real mood booster. This makes me like happy. And I don't think it's just nostalgia, but it for sure is a big part of it because it does remind me of it reminds me a little bit of my signature scent, also Safari from Ralph Lauren. And I think some people also mention on Fragrantica Ysatis. I think that's from Givenchy. So it has kind of a little vibe of a lot of these 90s, these perfumes that came out in the 90s. But I think they might have like reformulated this because it has like, it still seems kind of 2021 in a way, but kind of with a 90s vibe. I don't feel like it's dated. It's just like, love it, love it. Check it out. You can get them also used. I mean, I've seen at least in Swedish like secondhand sites. I think probably, you know, maybe people have been gifted this one and they want to pass it on because I don't think this is for everyone. You got to try it first on skin. I did also try the EDT. This is the EDP. I did also try the EDT in store just recently, and I really loved that as well. So I think that, you know, try them both, but I think that they'd both be a good buy. Yeah.